Hello, everyone. This is Puddnhead back with Zot.
Hello.
How you doing, sir?
Doing great.
We are in another league game. This is a game between RobMurray playing the wizard in the upper left and the blue markers, and Knabbmaster playing the Necromancer in the lower right and the red action markers. This is a league game. I'm just gonna get started here while we intro this. There's a good look. Have fun. And League Season 2 is going strong here. And we have changed the rules of the game so that everybody channels 10, although it doesn't matter for this matchup because they already channel 10. General league rules are you know what mage you're playing against before you build your book. So the Necromancer has decided that he is going to probably double spawn point here because, dang,
The amulet.
Meditation
Yeah.
Amulet and Graveyard is pretty dangerous.
I'm going to guess Ritual Calic too.
Yeah, probably. And we have to see a Gorgon Archer from the
Mhm.
Wizard.
Yep.
Alright. So he plays Gorgon Archer and an Enchanter's Ring. I wonder
That's
if he's
interesting.
planning to shoot the zombies down or what.
Maybe.
Well, he can Ritual of Kellic off the Gorgon Archer too.
That's
So
true.
so we might see some ritual spam here, which has been a dominant strategy in this game for a little while. Won Gen Con. It also won your Mage Wars weekend too, right?
Yep. That it did. And so we're contemplating testing a few changes to figure out a way to balance it some so that it doesn't become a game of, ritual versus ritual or ritual versus an anti ritual, specifically targeting um, the the meta or surrounding that.
Yeah. Yep. All right.
So it's pretty sick when you go amulet and ritual, and you end up with 6 mana out of multiple spawn points. So I would expect a book get cast at some point from the necro, possibly a mage wand with a ritual.
Yeah, let's see. He's got 2 mana right now. My
Right,
guess,
he'll go up to 5.
yeah, he'll go up to 5 with the Meditation Amulet. But I would, well, he's got Eternal Servant on the Brute, so maybe he will Ritual the Brute.
I suppose.
I wouldn't do that though. Brutes
No.
are Brutes' life totals are valuable.
Interesting. Double
Double
enchant on the
enchanting the
Gorgon.
Gorgon. Wow.
Yep. Huh.
Wonder if one of those is an eagle's wings.
Perhaps that would be interesting. Or perhaps a reverse attack.
I know that I like to put Mind Shield on my Gorgons,
Right.
but
So that they can't be a
Chant of
chant of
Rage.
rage. Right.
Yeah.
And there's the 3 mana gain, I would imagine. Yep. For the necro.
Yep. 3 mana gain is there. Is he
And the
going
quick
to
cast
use a
is going to
quick
be an
cast?
enchant.
Is that your
Or
guess?
or an equipment. Yep, there's an
And
enchant.
enchantment.
Yep.
What do you think that is? Brace
Ooh,
yourself.
that wouldn't be a bad choice.
What would you put on?
It depends on the build. Depends on how I envisioned
You have a
killing the
graveyard,
opponent.
a meditation amulet to guess what he's put on there.
Um, I would imagine a brace is probably about right, just in case something happens.
We could peek.
Nah, we'll see it at some point.
It would be hilarious if it was like a bear strength or something and he's going to put out a battle forge.
Right. Or harmonize.
Nice. Because more
uh,
mana.
so with the ritual books, mana is a thing where you'll need to ramp up at least a little bit to because you're going to be powering multiple spawn points, perhaps.
It doesn't look like either of them are doing ritual spam here.
Nope. Knabbmaster has 7 mana, went up to 10, and he'll probably cast a book next.
Seems reasonable. Another Gorgon Archer. Dang.
That's interesting.
Those Hawkeyes, maybe?
I wouldn't be surprised if at least there was one or two Hawkeyes in there. Try to get multiple dice. Perhaps he's going to go with the steep hill. But two creatures versus the amount of spam that the ritual necro can
true.
get.
All he has to wait until he's got 4 or 5 zombies, and then he can just march them all over. And
right. That's interesting. Maybe he's taunting the brute. I find it interesting that the brute guarded.
Idol of Pestilence.
Okay.
So Deathlock coming next?
Probably not. That's probably for the wizard more than anything, or to trigger the damage for the brutes.
Yeah, bloodthirsty.
Yeah. So. Now it's interesting that that the automation has damage on the creatures. They should have none.
That's true, because they regenerate first.
Right. There it goes. He got it fixed.
So it wouldn't actually trigger the bloodthirsty.
Oh, it was the end of round, last round, that he dropped out the idol instead of the Libro.
Yeah.
Opting to put the wizard on a clock.
I mean, a 30-turn clock is not very fast.
No, but he's probably going to add to it.
Not from where he is now.
Not from where he is now, but we'll see what he does next.
I often find that Idol of Pestilence panics people.
It can.
So I have tried to not panic at Idol of Pestilence.
Right. Zombies are just so strong in general because of the potency of Resilient.
Yeah.
And most of the zombies are also bloodthirsty as well.
Yep.
At least almost all of them are pests.
Yeah, except for the brute, right?
Yep. I think if the zombies would have all been just slow, that might, instead of lumbering, that might have been better and more thematic. And here we go. We see a Hawkeye.
All right, nice.
Yep. So I'm going to guess you might be right. That could be a protection for the...
all right, getting 4 damage out. That's pretty good.
Yeah, it is pretty good. So then as a Necromancer, do you try to hold back 11 mana to reanimate your servant, or you just say screw it and animate the next or Eternal Servant the next zombie that comes out?
Oh, he's trying to put weak on the zombie.
Nope, not going to happen.
Doesn't work.
Does not.
Uh-oh. That suggests to me that he built his book around weeks. No.
Yeah.
Those tiny details are pretty important.
They are, but at the same time, it's still a 5-die attacker.
It's true. I mean, 5 dice regenerate is pretty good.
It's not bad. But yeah, Eagle Wings would be hilarious.
Then there'd be nothing but the wizard to attack.
That's true. So does the dice piling up on the brute entice him to start marching over there or not? We'll see. Okay.
He's going to move over and guard.
Yep.
Is that going to split the attack damage, though?
Mm-hmm. Well, that one might start piling on that one. Lesser teleport.
Oh, he's going to... I don't know if I would have done that.
Yep, he's going to try to kill off a brute while there's not enough mana to animate it.
I don't think he can kill it off this turn, especially not rolling like that. Dang. Right. And this is why Resilient is good. Yep. I mean, those are 4 blanks, but still.
Right.
2/3 of the dice are basically blanks.
Sure. But there's a little bit to the fact that if you can take out 2 or 3 brutes, you might have a strong chance of swinging things in your favor, depending on how much damage you take doing it. Because that's the strength of the zombie necro, is mostly in the brutes. The zombie minions here are also really good for their cost too.
They are very strong for their cost. They cost 7. They have 7 health.
Yep.
And resilient. I mean,
Yep.
that's
And
basically like giving them 14 health.
Right, as a 4-die attacker too.
Right, most often a 4-die attacker, yeah. And lumbering just isn't as
it's
hampering.
Not a detriment, really.
Yeah, it's not a detriment as much as it was intended to be, I think.
Correct. I think they overvalued it. Now, the current setup, it's a little evenish, I suppose.
Depending on what comes out of that graveyard.
Depending on what comes out of the graveyard. How much mana he's got? 16? Probably another minion, perhaps?
Well, it depends on if he's trying to save mana to be able to reanimate the brute. I think a good reanimate here would actually swing the game in his favor.
Right. I think I'd ignore the minion in the closest to both the archers and try to focus down the brute. But you need to kind of time it because that 16 mana that he's got with the ability to gain 3 more, you have to pay real close attention to how that might work due to the reanimate that you mentioned.
Another minion.
The other minion, yep.
So he's got 10 mana. He does not have 11.
Right. But he will once he... who's got initiative? Okay, the Necromancer has initiative, so he could meditate and get the 3 mana so that in case the brute dies, he's covered.
He's going to try and get some damage on.
Right. So that he can get the brute to do more damage.
Yep. 6 dice is better than 4 dice.
Right.
And 9 dice is better than 8 dice.
Right. So the question is, do you move the...
I honestly would have prepared a lesser teleport as the wizard.
Right.
I wouldn't have used the lesser teleport last time.
Right.
Oh my gosh, that's terrible.
Now what's he do?
He's done?
Oh wow, he didn't move the... didn't move it. Doesn't take a lot of damage.
Maybe he's planning to reveal Eagle's Wings when the brute moves in.
That could be. That would be an interesting play because when you traverse zone borders, there's several steps in which you can. How much mana has he got left?
0.
Oh no, that's unfortunate. I think that was a mistake.
Yeah.
Depending on what the enchantment is.
He's gonna meditate. He's going to move in with the brute, probably.
Right.
He has more actions. This is where the more actions is really helping because Rob cannot focus fire the brute because he can always wait to move the brute last.
Right. I think it was a mistake to enchant the other archer because he could have done it next turn just as easily.
So no armor, 8 damage, only 4 health left on that guy. And there's
the lock. All right. That has swung things into the favor of the Necro now.
Significantly.
Right.
Well, so that zombie brute has taken 15 dice and only taken 4 damage.
That's pretty sick.
Yeah.
Should be at around 8 damage instead.
And the Gorgon has taken 9 dice and has 10 damage.
Mm-hmm. Power of Resilient.
Yep.
Perhaps another minion.
Or a bluff. I would be willing to have it be a bluff at this point.
Yeah,
if I were Knabbmaster. Because if you reanimate that brute where it is, after he spends all of his actions to kill it, it's just over.
Right. So 7-10. He could easily have it be a minion and animate or meditate and be able to. Well, no, he'd only be at 10 mana. That wouldn't work. Yep, you're correct.
If he rituals.
Right. Yeah, no doubt. Well, so far no rituals.
Yeah, but no gate either. No, it's a
Oh
brute,
wow,
so he doesn't care. He's
he
just
doesn't
gonna,
care.
it's just gonna overwhelm.
It's a honey badger brute. He doesn't care.
That's right. He don't care.
He don't care. Got 4 mana plus 3. It'll be 7.
No quick cast from Rob.
Really? That's interesting.
Is he gonna have teleporter?
Quick cast, lesser teleport.
Quick cast, an
Full
actual
teleport.
teleport. Ooh.
Ooh, interesting. He cannot do that.
You're right.
He cannot do that.
That is illegal.
That's illegal. He can only go at
Now
most
he gets
2
5
spaces.
critical damage.
Yeah. He can only go at most 2 spaces away from the mage.
Yeah, Knabbmaster catches it. That's good.
Right. Right. So, which means he'll have to pull his mage in range in order to do that, and that'll cost him 9 mana, which he may or may not have had. Yes, he's still got 1 mana left.
No, it only costs him 6.
No, it costs him 9, sir. Oh no, it was right there in that square. You're correct. Yep. It does cost 6.
So he moves in and teleports the Gorgon.
And he subjects himself to 4, 8, 14 dice on his mage.
That with no armor on? Jeez. Yep.
That's a fairly significant issue there.
I would just not worry about the deathlock and shoot the other stuff down.
Yep.
Oof. Ouch.
And the whittling begins. That was only 1 damage. Or no, it's 4.
Yeah, he didn't activate his shield.
Nope. Oh, wow, that's 6 damage that he took. Ouch.
Well, that's not going to help that much.
It is not. It'd save 4 dice still.
Man, 4 blank dice.
That's kind of a mistake too, because he has an archer up there that could have shot the brute, and now it can.
Now it can't. Well, that's less than what he should have gotten. But I think he's about average for the turn.
Right.
Oh my gosh, look at all that damage. That just doesn't hit.
Yep.
That is 20 dice for 6 damage.
But here's the thing. Knowing he was going to face a Necromancer, do you think he should have included Akiros in some of these enchantments, perhaps, in order to try to get rerolls to fish for crits?
Maybe. I think I might have gone for a rush strategy with Wizard's Tower.
Well, there's lots of ways he could have done it. He might have been able to instead move his guys over closer and perhaps steep hill and try to slow down the zombie hordes while pouring some dice into the Deathlock or the graveyard or the Necromancer himself.
Yeah, steep hill with a bunch of teleports and force pushes would have helped a lot, I think.
Mm-hmm. Maybe even a wall of pikes or something, so that as they come up, they have to eat some dice.
Yeah, that would have been fun.
Yeah. Just keep popping them back out.
The Wizard's at pretty much half health right now.
Yeah.
And he's got a brute in his face.
He does.
And the Necromancer goes first.
He does. He's got 15 mana, so depending on what he spawns out of there, he still can reanimate his brute.
I think that piercing should allow whatever the piercing number is damage through resilient. So if you had piercing 2, no matter what damage you rolled, 2 of it would get through the resilient. It'd be kind of a soft counter.
Right.
An enchantment, huh? Ooh, spray of barbs.
Goodbye.
That's insane.
I did not like Spray of Barbs as a spell. It should not have been printed. Nature was good enough without an attack spell, but they didn't listen. Let's find out what that enchantment was. And what was it that he lost? He hasn't deleted it yet. Oh my gosh. Oh, that's a 0.
Yeah, no damage to the archer there. That's good.
Yep. Yeah,
Discards Hawkeye, and what else does he nullify? There's Eagle's Wings.
He goes floating up out of danger and shoots.
There's a dead brute.
Yay, good job.
25 dice
and
later.
He managed to kill it before it was able to attack, too.
That's good. That is good.
Yep.
I don't think I would have worried about the Idol of Pestilence, honestly. Or the Deathlock, honestly.
Yeah, but if he wants his guys to live, he put a lot of mana into them. I think he wants them to live.
Wow. 5 damage. It's crazy, man.
Yep. So now he is at almost half life.
What happened?
And no ability to heal.
Did he guard? What?
No, he attacked with his melee attack, I think.
No, it was a retaliate. It was a guard.
Oh, retaliate?
No, it was a counter strike from guarding.
Oh, okay. And there's the Eagle Wings. Flying Gorgons. Neat.
Well, it doesn't matter if your wizard's dead.
Yeah, I agree.
Got no armor on against zombies.
Knowing full well they were coming, too.
So 17 out of 32. Gonna be 18 in the upkeep. Shoot something. Shoot the hurt one. Why would you shoot that one?
I don't think he realizes he can shoot the one below him. If you have a creature that's flying in your zone, a creature with a range attack can attack the flyer, regardless of the range on his range attack, I believe. And
right.
The flip side of that is also the case. If you have a flyer, he could shoot something below him in the zone.
Right. Looks like the Necromancer moves twice.
He's going to get into the act and start doing some cursing or laying some damage spells in, or otherwise messing with his zombie movements and the like.
Yeah, any kind of teleport, any kind of force push, any kind of boulder, all those things would work.
Yep.
Yeah, it looks like he was counting on the weeks.
Yep.
Whoops.
Yep, that's how you learn. I think Rob just had a mental vacation there. Just completely forgot that the zombies are poison immune. Because he's a somewhat experienced player, and I think he just forgot it.
Yeah. So the question is...
So that's in his mind, he was like, oh, if I weak the crap out of these zombies, they're not going to be nearly as awful.
Yeah. I mean, that would totally work. You know what's funny? Agony would have worked.
Yes. Yes, it would.
Because Agony is stupid.
It is. All right, so let's see. There's 4, 8, 12 dice with something from the mage. something from, and a possibility of getting the other brute into the action. How much mana does he have? 15. He's not going to put anything on the graveyard because he doesn't need to waste mana on that. He's got enough to kill the opponent right now, I believe.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if there was a boulder and a rock coming, or a teleport of some kind.
Right, and note earlier when he moved the damaged Gorgon out of the way before it was flying, he had locked down the zombies in that zone, and his mage wouldn't have taken damage because the Bloodthirsty would have triggered to keep them in that zone.
He's getting damaged now.
Nice. A little late.
Yeah.
No, maybe not. He's got halfway, and with enough luck, he can make it evened up.
Yep, he might even it out.
Yeah, but he's going to take a lot of dice.
Yeah, he's going to take a lot of damage. Or 4 blanks will come, and that.
Oh, wow, that was helpful.
Yeah.
All right. He's got the.
I guess sometimes zombies miss too.
Right.
He's going to get himself out of the way.
Yeah,
Nice.
and get him closer to taking out the lock so his stuff can regenerate.
Yeah, he's still going to take a minion. I'm also willing to bet that Knabbmaster has a teleport.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, there it is.
Yep.
There it is.
Yep.
So he's going to hit him with 3 zombies.
Dice. Yep. Sorry.
It's 3 damage. 21. Gonna try and get as much damage on the Necromancer as possible. Hey, the Necromancer's weak. Oh wait,
No,
you
not.
can't weak the Necromancer.
Yeah, so dumb. Let's not get started on that. And how much mana does he have left? He's got enough for a boulder of his own.
Yep, he sure does. Oh my gosh. One. He brought a pillar. Really? That's like insult to injury. He was going to die to Idol of Pestilence.
Yep. So he's going to end it right there. See, pillar is OP. Yeah, because I could kill somebody with it.
He did 6
wow,
damage
that
on
was a
4
very
dice.
fast game. Yeah, and I think boils down to the fact that if he would have remembered that the weeks wouldn't stick on the zombies, he might have opted for different creatures, which might have saved him mana to do other things.
Right.
I mean, the flying Gorgons dealing 5 dice each is still pretty cool, but against the zombies, not so sure that was a good plan.
Yeah, it would have been better to have a bunch of jellies.
Perhaps that, or some way of keeping the zombies off of you while your Gorgons are running around doing stuff.
Or, honestly,
a Hydra. A triple striking Hydra would probably
love
have been
to
good.
have seen a jellies, like a gate with jellies, probably.
Yeah, perhaps.
And then
that would have been
just super armor your wizard.
Right.
And use Voltaic Shield every turn. And then you can keep the zombies where you want to keep them. And
And
you can kill them with the jellies because they don't get bloodthirsty against the jellies, and the jellies can reconstruct and do acid damage.
Yep, and the corrodes are auto damage.
Yep, and you could even have a you could even guard some gremlins that way.
True.
And the gremlins could go take out the deathlock for you.
Well, you are not going to be able to guard the gremlins. Well, I mean, you can, but the jellies, at least the level 3 ones, do not get counter-strike because their attack is a full action.
Right, but the wizard can guard the gremlins.
Sure, then
just
he's
sit there and guard.
Of course, he's got the dice, right? Because he'll have the protections, right? And he'll conserve mana.
You got a gate going. I don't know. Interesting.
Yep. But he should have expected the deathlock at a minimum.
Yeah, I agree with. I think Sharkbait's deathlock beater was Hurl Meteor.
You're welcome, Sharkbait.
That's what he took to what was it, Mace one year. He was just like, I'm just gonna
Yep.
Hawkeye, Kyros, and Meteor that thing.
Yep. And he got that one from me.
All right. Well, that's a classic Zot strategy for everybody. Meteor the Deathlock.
Yep. Yeah, because it's 2 and 9 or 2 and 7, I think. So average kills it without the Hawkeye.
It's 2 and 9.
2 and 9. Okay, you need 11. So you have to get a little bit of luck one shot it with a Hawkeye, because it'll be one
Shark
point under.
could do it on average because he would have the Demon Hide mask on.
Then there you go.
So he'd get Pierce 1.
Yep.
You could also, what is it? Precise shot it. Give yourself
Sure.
a little piercing.
Unavoidable +1? Or pierce
No,
+1?
it's piercing 3, I think, for the next.
Oh, nice. Next range attack.
Anyway,
That's pretty cool.
so
Lots of interesting
that
stuff.
was a league game. Congrats
Yep.
to Knabbmaster.
Indeed.
Necromancer.
And without the cheesiness of the ritual. Very nicely done. But you did have to include the cheesy pillar. It is a tournament game, so one would expect the pillar.
See, the funny thing about that is that he could have gotten 7 dice for 1 less mana with a boulder and 2 fewer spellbook points.
But he gets two 4-die attacks.
Yeah, but
for 9.
You didn't need it.
And he also gets potential for a daze and a burn.
You never cast pillar to get the days.
I get it. I'm just saying.
Never. All right. Thank you for watching, everybody, and you all have a good day.
Good luck to the remaining participants.
Absolutely.